Yo, hey, put something in the chat for me. Let me know if you can hear me. What's up, your Majesty? Crypto Skills. What up, Miss Flo? Flo Joe. What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, that music ain't loud, is it? I just turned it down. Huh? Man, I don't like doing stuff everybody do. I got a problem with that. You know what I mean? I wasn't gonna mess with the eclipse. I did it 7 years ago. You know what I mean? In 2017, I got something like on I got something on uh, the Bridge Show 7 years ago on the eclipse, telling people to go for 2024. You know what I'm saying? So I'm so futuristic. The fifth house, yeah, we live. Just Blaze, what up? Hey man, I got to get on my practice. Just I've been slipping these last couple of days, see food. But I'm gonna do it. In fact, I'm gonna do one tonight so I can send an email out. You know what I'm saying? El Boki, what up? All right, just in case I may need my glasses. All right. PM Spotify too. I love that show, by the way. Yeah. Um, Tanisha, what's up? What's up? TK in the building. What up? What up? What up? What's up? Y'all can hear me okay? As far as that music ain't, because I got something playing for my little plant babies. It ain't over. It ain't no clash, is it? We cool? I think we should be cool right there. So look, anyway, hit the thumbs up button for me real fast. I know it's been a minute and whatnot. But how was your eclipse? That's what I want to start off at. How was the eclipse for you? I was hearing some mixed things out here in these streets. Don't look at it. Should look at it. Ancestors considered it evil. Um, I haven't seen a study on the solar eclipse. I'll take that back. They talk about it looked like the dragon. It was a bad omen because the light went out and thought a dragon was eating the sun type stuff. Um, and the truth of the matter is, some people are going to have negative experiences. I think it's more based off the personal chart, in my opinion. If you have any planetary body right there, um, and that eclipse touches that, then it's like it highlights that energy. Um, so I think it's more on the personal side. And so I think some people are going to feel great and have magnificent, and some people may have something total opposite. I think some people on Wall Street could have been like, Goldman Sachs won, but JP lost for the day. You know, and my point is, energy always has a polarity. So it's what we would call a positive and a negative type of thing. And the question I think we should raise from that point is, why do I have to experience the negative end of it? You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's not losing. The whole world don't lose money on the retrograde. Everybody don't buy. Everybody that check out at Walmart across the nation, everybody didn't get a defective piece of technology, but some people they have. You know what I'm saying? And I'm more concerned about the invisible intelligence that dictates why you and why not you. That's telling to me personally. And so, so it's a rare phenomenon with this particular eclipse. I had the luxury of sharing that with my two youngest children because I had doubled back to the house at that time, and just happened to be that time. um, and was able to, say a prayer out loud. At the same time, um, you know, like it was getting it in. Like yesterday was a big victory because we had um we had a guy sign over his house to us for free. The house next door, literally for free. I dropped a picture in the Patreon. You know, um, long story short, it was vacant for a few years, probably over a decade type of vacant. And I'll save how I got it for this class. I'm gonna do a free class coming up this Saturday. Patreon members only. And by the way, my Patreon is only $15, but it's a first deal real estate challenge. We really want to help you get in this space, and I'll talk about that later. But some people are experiencing don't look at it, and that's right. That's their prerogative. That's their right. But I'm getting free houses signed over to me on the day of the eclipse, and that's just to me. It's just like which reality do you want? At least try, right? I think we should at least try. So anyway, how was y'all eclipse? It was pretty cool. And then you have extreme. You may have the best of both worlds. I think I had the best of both worlds. I think I had an extreme up, and then I had an extreme situation that would help me look deeper into my own processes to become a better person, to become a better being, a better man. And sometimes that cause of reflection could be a little, um, mm, I'll say challenging. I'm gonna say hurtful. I'll say a little challenging in a sense. So I think I had a nice yin yang balance of extreme victory and then another aspect of hmm, you need to become better here. This is come better. So had a nice balance eclipse for me. Um, Personally, in my chart, it didn't highlight anything in there, so I really wasn't expecting an extreme positive or an extreme negative in a sense, because I don't have anything at 19 degrees Aries, and I like to play it tight. You got to be within 2 degree orbs of these eclipses, so 17 degrees, 18 degrees. Um, it's 2 degrees before, then 2021 is 2 degrees after. You know what I'm saying? And Matt Moses, what up? Man, Jew good, man. Jew super good. Jew, he may be on tomorrow. He gotta go to the dentist tomorrow. But Jew be on that Wednesday, man. So he super straight. Um, right. So anyway, y'all want to see something with y'all partner Diddy Bop real fast? Um, Diddy. Where's the Laurie, man? Let me see. Get rid of that. Sure. So if memory serves me correctly, I think I got it correct. Let's see. Let me share my screen real fast. Um, okay. So Diddy was born with the planet Saturn in the sky. I want you to take note that it appears at the top of Cetus, the sea monster's head. Okay. That's where Saturn is when he was born. Now, the reason why I'm gonna stop sharing and I'm gonna come here for a second. Hold on, let me load this up. Now, the reason why I'm saying Saturn, the reason why I'm saying Saturn is because when you take a look at Saturn's energy, it represents the past. And what's happening is it feel like maybe the things that he's done in the past has now come up to the present. And it represents a sense of justice along with failure and losses. Okay. There's another keyword in the middle there that says confinement, right? So Saturn's energy has like this governmental, karmic repercussions type of vibe. Okay. And when wherever this planet was at when we were born, okay, this will give us great insight into really our Achilles heel, the place where we really need to understand our lessons for sure. Okay. I'll go a step further and say it's almost a place where you need to bare minimum minor. Like if you went to college, you need to at least minor in the subject matter where Saturn is when you were born, because it's an energy that is unavoidable. It's an aspect of our consciousness that just it's known as the Great Malefic. And it's just an aspect of us that deals with like it's just again it's unavoidable. It really is. If you understand how the cosmos is set up, on Earth with our naked eye, we can't see past Saturn. You need a telescope. So Saturn becomes the gatekeeper to the outer planets. And who's behind Saturn? Uranus, which represents flashes of intuition and geniusness and revolution and spark and change and technology. Um, Neptune, which is mysterious and mystical and psychic, um, very musical, very translucent in a sense. Um, and Pluto, which is transformative, very powerful. We can't get into the higher octaves of energy until you come past or come to the gate of Saturn. That's a fact. And it's very interesting how the weeks are set up with, Sabbath and, you know, um, that whole energy of understanding seven and uh, seventh planet, and Saturn's on a 7 year quarterly rotation. So if you look at a wall clock, what I'm saying is if Saturn's at 12 o'clock when you first observe Saturn, then in 7 years it'd be at 3 o'clock, 7 years it'd be at 12, 7 more years it'd be at 9, 7 more years it'd be back at 12. And so therefore, it's the real circle seven in a sense, because every 7 years, Saturn is in the position where it's going to square or be in opposition, then square again, then come back home. When it come back home, on average, this could be 28 to 30 years old. This is known as a Saturn return. This is known as the time where, based off the decisions that we made, you're no longer a kid, no, you're 30. Stop living off your mom and living on her couch with your kids and your baby mom looking at you. That has to be saying you are a bum. Stop it. Grow up, right? No more video games. Like you're 30. You know what I'm saying? Like in 10 years, you'll be 40. Get your shit together. That's Saturn. And again, oftentimes it's based upon the decisions that we make. And if we feel like we made bogus decisions, life is hard. It's calm. I can't get anywhere. Nobody's trying to help me. It becomes all of this because we are avoiding the keyword for Saturn, which is responsibility. Okay. So it's a very important aspect of planet to really pay attention to in your birth chart, because especially for those of us that may live where this energy progresses to your rising sign. Oh, man. If that progressed to your rising sign, that's going to be um, a doozy. All right. The fifth house said my sound muffled. Can anybody else hear me? Can y'all hear me? We good? Let me know if y'all can hear me, because my internet thing is downstairs. apartment, so might be a little choppy. Am I good? I know it's a delay because of YouTube StreamYard. Let me know in the chat if I'm good. Looks like I got some bars though. Really? I was going in and out a bit. Hmm. All right. So, sorry about that. You know, shows I got decent bars. What I was saying about Saturn though is it's just an important piece of the puzzle. All right, very important piece. And let me move on because I don't want to be choppy and y'all can't hear me. Lance Gray, what up, man? I've been in the Patreon, man, working. All right. So let me share my screen and then we're gonna see something live. So uh Saturn's here when Puff was born. Let's just say now, 4/9/2024. And what I want to go look for is I want to look for Jupiter. Where's Jupiter at? Now, when this first started coming out, right, which I don't have a date for when that first started coming out, right? And we heard about this maybe back in, was it like November, maybe when the Cassie thing came out? Maybe let's go back some. You see, this back in February, like Puff been in some heat. This is January. That whole Cassie thing, I believe, came out like I want to say maybe November, December. Was it? Was it right? So just in December, this energy is here. Hold on, let me go to my phone because I do want to see when was the Cassie lawsuit real fast. Uh, November 16th. Okay. So November 16th, where's Jupiter at? All right. Jupiter is right here in vicinity, exactly above Cetus head, right? So now the purpose of showing you that, hold on, the purpose of showing you that, blow that up, because Jupiter too represents justice. See, I just showed you that Saturn represents justice. Look at the far right. Saturn is justice, but Jupiter is justice too. Jupiter is the fulfillment of the law and judgment. You see? So now what happens is when you get these two planets in the same spot and you've been bogus, like this is the timing that tells you when the law is coming. You understand? This is the time to tell you, oh, it's time to lay low. It's time to get ghost. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do that if I was you. Or you know what I'm saying? Like this is what tells you when. Because you just saw it hit like clockwork. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Damn, Kim died November 15th? Come on. I wonder. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Um, so here's the thing. In mythology, you had the clash of the Titans. Yes? That's when that's when Zeus went to go fight his daddy, Kronos. Zeus is Jupiter. Kronos is Saturn. So what they're giving you is a beautiful story that's talking about when these two forces, father and son, very interesting because now you have like His son's involved in this shit. Father and son, when these energies get in a certain position with one another, this usually involves the alphabet boys, as we call them. This usually involves some law type of shit. But it's karmic law, a spiritual law, and it's physical law that's at work. And so these two symbolically, in the past is the clash of the titans. And I also say that it's talking about the precession of the equinoxes for at least 6,000 years. Because when you dealt with the Olympians, which came before the Titans, the Olympians was about Father Sky God Uranus or Uranus, and his son Saturn got into a rift, and that was the battle of the Olympians. But see, Uranus is Aquarius, Saturn is Capricorn. You see that? So we're in the age of Aquarius. In the next 2,000 years, we would go to the age of Capricorn, ruled by Saturn. And then Saturn had a son named Jupiter, named Zeus. And then they get into it called the Clash of the Titans. And then Sagittarius is ruled by, Jupiter. And then from the Chronos age of Capricorn, we go to Sagittarius, which is Jupiter's age. You see what I'm saying? And so we're talking about, three different ages of time. Each age is approximately 2,160 years. You see what I'm saying? So the mythology, the way I see it, is clearly talking about the precession of equinoxes based off of these. They did a tremendous, great job in articulating, creating a whole mythos of a story format to get us to understand human psychology by telling you, oh, this dude beefing with this one, this is his daddy, this is mama. And they started going at it, boom, 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 boom. They started giving us some human experiences. See what I'm saying? And I was just like, that's just pretty dope, you know? And so for Diddy, very interesting. The Cassie thing is what seems to be the kickoff. But as the fifth just pointed out, well, hold on. And Porter, his baby mama, went out on that same day, that same pocket on a different year. So really, that's like the kickoff. You see what I'm saying? And then now space is repeating this. Space is intelligent. See what I'm saying? It's on the loop. But what we really got to understand is it shouldn't be a static circle. It should be a spiral circle. You see what I'm saying? Because now that's real evolution. It shouldn't be a static circle. All right. And the best way I like to try to shed light on that concept, like I had showed a video in the Patreon where maybe I put it on YouTube the other day. Yeah, I think I did. Right. April 3rd, 2019, I do my first wholesale deal. I get a check for 17,000. 2,000 was reimbursement for my deposit. So I make 15 grand on it. It's April the 3rd, right? And so 5 years later, I'm signing a deal, close on the deal on a lot because I'm doing new construction house from the ground up. So you go from wholesale to new construction, same pocket of space. And it's like, damn, that's interesting. But that's evolution. You see what I'm saying? It's not doing the same thing. And there's nothing wrong with doing the same thing anyway. But for me, I just want to evolve too. You see what I'm saying? And to me, that's more symbolic of what the spiral is. You feel me? So always just try to, up it up, up it up. All right. But the puffy thing, I ain't here to go all into business. And if you did, whoop de whoop. I just want to show you basic common denominator, and everybody else can have everything else, and that's your research to do. That's fine. It's not necessarily my cup of tea. I just like to say, you see a dead-on perfect alignment that explains exactly what the physical thing that is going on in somebody's lives. Here it is, and this is how we can actually foretell some things. Okay, real talk. So. Jupiter represents good fortune and good luck, but see, Saturn's on the other side, like, no, I ain't with all that. You know what I mean? So now it's a battle that has to take place. And, let it be what it's going to be. All right. What else? I got anything else for y'all? And I'm gonna share something with you. Um, I call it, it's really like a little real estate challenge, real fast. It's your first deal challenge, and so this upcoming Saturday, I'm doing something for all Patreon members. I'm gonna take my time. I'm dedicating my time. 2 o'clock. I don't care what time. If I got to stop, go grab lunch, take a break, and get back at it. Like I spent last weekend in like we're there at 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock. And 3 weeks ago, when I went to this tax lien summit for 3 days, it was 9 o'clock in the morning was starting time, and we ain't leaving until like 6:15, 6:30. Right? Like we took some breaks, but geez, I was in that thing like a work shift, right? I'm willing to dedicate that type of time and work shift to really help you out in this space. All right. I'm gonna do a $500 giveaway to the person who closes their first deal, and whoever go in the contract first, I'll give you $100 cash just as a motivating factor that you can do this. Um, Again, it's only in my Patreon, but my Patreon, like I say, it's only $15. And I'm gonna show y'all, if you ain't in Patreon, I'm gonna show y'all what the inside look like in a second. But this piece to me is just, I just want to do my part to give back because I've been in a position before where I always just kind of wanted, just look out for somebody. Like, damn, like, who got the plug? Who got the work? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you got the work. Hey, put me on, bro. You know what I mean? Like, just give me a shot. That's all I ask. Give me a shot. And so I know a lot of people, finances may be a barrier. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this list for you in my software. You got to pick though. You got to pick for wholesale real estate, or you can do what's called subject to existing finance because you may have a little bit of money to play this game where you go ahead and you um, take over somebody's mortgage and you get them a little bit of money to move out, and then you're gonna renovate their place and put a tenant in there. And then there's a strategy you can do with that. But the tenant, obviously, the rent supersedes the mortgage and keep the difference in this profit. Okay, that's more of a monthly income, or you can go for vacant properties, which obviously is stress because it's vacant. Like this one was vacant, and go after those. And if you get it in contract, my first deal was 50,000 in contract. And lady, this was March. And April the 3rd, I'm going to bring you 65,000. I'm going to bring you 50,000. And I made a phone call. Somebody was willing to pay 65. So I made 15,000 off of selling my $50,000 contract for a fee of 15,000. It's called wholesale. And I just want to basically help get your first deal, do some things because I've been able to amass a nice little portfolio, I must say. From apartment buildings to new builds to all the land around me. If you ever seen my land, then you know that the house next door is that I just got for free is on surrounded by my land. So I got me a nice little area that I carved out in the neighborhood where I pretty much own the majority of everything that's in here and buy everything that even comes up for sale and whatnot. It's just really a phenomenal thing to be a part of because you can leverage. I'll show you an email right now while I ask my man how much do you charge to do transactional funding? He got back with me and told me 2% or a minimum of $2,000, whichever one is greater. But he's like, yo, but for you, of course, let me know what you need, man. I got you. I was having this conversation earlier. It feels so good because this cat at one time, like I needed like a little over $1 million. I was going to do this deal. I needed 1.1 million to make this deal happen. I needed 1.1 million to make this deal happen. Um, and he was like, all right, cool. Ain't nothing. Let's see, he was going to wire it into the title company to cover me. And then when my buyer come in with their money, then he gets reimbursed. See what I'm saying? But to be able to pick up the phone and have access to a mill, which is a couple mil by now, for him for sure. You know what I mean? There's nothing like it. So the only thing I got to do is hustle to get him shit, right? Because I got access to money. You feel me? So anyway, that's this upcoming Saturday I want to share. Um, just want to give back to you. But all I ask is you don't waste my time and you come and really come and just really do the damn thing. I'm going to let me see something. I'm going to share something with you real fast. All right, hold on. Let me go to the this is one of my favorite places. We got a community chat here. You can chat on the web now. You used to could only do this on your phone on the app, but the wake up check in, man. I love this. You will see, Charisma in there, um, Cicely in there, Mimi in there. I got my homie Sharita with her money synchronicity journal, and it's just about good vibes, good morning, happy Tuesday. Like I love starting the day off with positive energy. You know what I'm saying? And let's own the day. The Androids get it popping because Apple phone ain't got these gifs over here. This is absolutely one of my favorites because it's something that we do with the dolphin money visualization and whatnot. But as you can see, it's just every day is just great vibes. Man, we over here winning lottery tickets. I'm behind on updating stuff, but if anybody posts a ticket, it's because they won something. You know what I mean? Literally, like we're like winning lottery pretty much every day, some form, some shape, form, or fashion. Whether it be scratch offs or whether it be the actual ball itself. If you look this right here, she's a money winner. Cicely like won 4 freaking times on Powerball and gonna keep on winning. All right. And so it's just an amazing thing to be a part of. Daily wins and accomplishments, which you accomplished today. So salute to Khadijah. She just said, listen, man, my car is paid off. Right. That's gonna free up some money in my pocket every single month. My man just said, listen, for years I've been fighting trying to get my disability, and it finally came, right? And got $20,000 put into his account. All right, after he's been fighting it for years. So we got this thing where I'm gonna stop sharing it right now. We got this thing. Hold on one second because let's see collections. Hold on, y'all. So we got this thing where we say, "Hey, approved." You know what I mean? Literally, and when you come, hold on one second, y'all. Let me see something. Where's StreamYard at? All right. So I come to this testimonial tab. Like I said, $20,000 right here, $500 on the lottery ticket. Huh? Just gained 200 followers on doing her thing. Look, that's my landlord hit me up. Yo, I got 1,300. So I got an unexpected 1,300 a couple days ago. She had a dream of an old friend. This is dope. She had a dream about an old friend that had passed. She's like, you know what? I'm gonna go play the birthday. Played the birthday and smacked him with a $2,700 check. All right. So I can go on and on and on and on in here. And listen, I promise you, this Patreon is not even a year old yet. It's not even a year old. I can go back in the vault and go get some stuff. But I said, you know what? I ain't gonna do that. I'm just gonna start off fresh and keep it strictly with the Patreon. I ain't going to get nothing old, right? And just that fast, things is just really, really popping, man. So check the Patreon if you haven't. Again, it's only $15, like 50 cents a day. Stop playing with me. You know what I mean? Like dropping game for $15. But my goal is I'm an Aquarian, which translates to me that I passionately like to share with humanity about subjects that I'm passionate about. So right now I'm passionate about real estate. I'm passionate about, certain things. You know what I mean? I just want to share that. You know what I mean? And so, like I said, though, I got a rule. If you can't say good morning, this is not for you. I take that personal. You know what I mean? How you gonna have some funky ass energy and you can't say good morning to people? And good and well people say good morning to each other, and your funky ass ain't gonna say, don't bring your ass over here. All right, if you can't say good morning when the sun rises and be thankful that you live in another day, and salute to everybody else that's in here and people trying to win and offering their encouragement, shit, keep your ass where you at. I mean that. Everything I got, I mean it. For real, for real. I done lost some friends this way, but hey, I'm definitely about the collective. All right. So anyway, I hope y'all Eclipse was good. I hope y'all continue to do great things. If you got a question, feel free to shoot it to me. I ain't got no problem with kicking it with you. If you want to mic up, cam up, I'll drop this link. Boop, there it is. You can cam up with me real fast if you got a question. Um, my elder hit me up yesterday. Man, what did I hear you tell people to vote for Trump? Man, I said this to my homeboys. My homeboys like, yo, man, what's wrong with your boy? Your boy sound like he defending Europeans. When he listened to my Eclipse joint with the American Eclipse. And I'd be like, man, all I'm doing is just trying to point to the allies. Or do we hate that much? We got so much hatred. Well, we can't admit the damn truth about certain things. That's wild to me. These lights, Hiram Abiff, the master, um, somewhere Amazon 9 times out of 10. I'm a big Jeff Bezos supporter, so got a little bit of starlights. I'm in my Rolls Royce. That's my version of the Wraith, just the Wraith apartment, I guess. But somewhere on Amazon, like one of them star projector things, it's right there on the floor. You know what I mean? Anybody else? Been good? Cause I'm sitting down with my knees bent and my old knees, like, bro, you got to stretch these things. So what we doing? We straight? We good? Do you know what the eclipse was in your chart? You don't even know that? If you don't know, man, yeah, get into Patreon and get that self-activation workbook, man, and kind of study up on that stuff. That stuff is serious. You know what I mean? Listen, man, I got a family member on that lunar eclipse. Now, listen, you say what you want to say. I ain't messing with the lunar eclipse. I seen some shit happen on the lunar eclipse. That morning, I seen the lunar eclipse was on a family member's sun degree to the degree. When I say to the degree. And that morning, like 3-4 o'clock in the morning, the moon was visible at that time. Yeah, it was visible, but it was still kind of like red. You know what I'm saying? And because the lunar eclipse is like red. And it was rolling, man, and so this truck swerved in the lane and hit the medium and totaled off the car. At the time, the eclipse is visible over them, and I'm like, God damn, yo, that's crazy. And so, yeah, I'm a little. And I read a text somewhere in Samaria. They used to do this ritual where if the lunar eclipse happened and Jupiter wasn't visible, then that was a bad, super bad omen. And what they would do is they would get a fake king and fake queen, and they'd murder them. And then when it was over, then the real king and queen would come back and take power. And that was very interesting to me. So I don't know if this stuff is true. I'm just telling you what I read. But I was like, damn, somebody got to go. You can't trick the energy per se. Like it wants an exchange. And I was just like, that's interesting. But I've seen that lunar eclipse play out. And it kind of makes sense because the lunar eclipse is like opposition. Ain't like a solar. The solar is two things conjoining. But the lunar is like, nah, nigga, we opposing each other. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's different. You know what I mean? So I ain't really messing around with the lunars too tough. All right. So Hiram Abiff said my eighth house touching my Venus and Aries. Yeah, so that may be, that could definitely be some. If it's touching your Venus, that could be. So how's relationships? Do you notice anything inside of relationships? Like the eighth house. The eighth house is a very interesting house. It's my favorite house. It's a very intense house. You know what I'm saying? That's what I got. That's it's not in my eighth, but that is one of the things that the eclipse revealed to me that I don't think I'm aware of. To a degree, I'm not aware of this. I was going to say beautiful, charming magnetism that I have, and I got to be a little bit more aware. because the eighth house is very intense. Um, but I'm curious to see how that played out for you. That could be relationships. That could be um, that can be your, yeah. That could be your jump off. You may have a jump off that's letting you know something. You know what I mean? You know, that's true. You know what I mean? Eighth house. I ain't gonna even really go in and say what that is though. What projection? I don't know. I don't know. It's like this little cube thing on the ground. Um, I got the remote right here, but they don't tell me that, and I don't keep boxes, so I don't know. You know what I mean? Oh, let me see. You see what I'm saying? It's real little, but it's like a golf ball thingy, and it just projects it out. So, you know what I mean? We good. What up, Sharita? Get the money bag. Hey, Sharita, did we smack on Sharita? Did we go get them? Did we go get the house for free, Sharita? Did we turn around and we got whatchamajigga, the attorney sending the bill for the probate. Emailed her today. I didn't do it yesterday, but she responded back and said they're gonna work on getting the bill over to get the process started. And somebody squatting in there. You know, I changed that lock, and I went over there today, and the front door was open. And so when I went to the side of the house at the bottom, somebody had a stick to hold up the window where they getting in the house. So I just boarded it up, but I'm gonna have to board it up correctly to cover the window in its entirety and whatnot. But you know, all right. So we straight. We good. You ain't got no questions tonight. All right, cool beans. But anyway, man, check me out right there. Patreon, get with me. I love to see, man. I really desperately want you guys to, if you have time, to add this component to oh, what's up, Jason? Yeah, no doubt. Shit, you've been in a love fun for a minute, and we don't even promote that. I don't even, man, let me see something. Jason in the chat said, thanks for the love fun thing, right? Oh man, I'm slipping. I ain't even got the date by y'all name because I updated this sheet. But I want to say you've been in that fun for some years. You know what I'm saying? So, how long you been in that fun, Jason? How long you been in there? So this is when back in 2012. This is 12 years ago. You know what I mean? We decided to put something together where members can help each other, and there's a payout that go out. And over the years, of course, it shrinks because we never advertise, so it never gets big. But at one time, we had a nice group of people in there, and right now we just got a core group of people that's been there. So like he said, he's not sure, it's been a long time, some years, that we take pride in just really helping people. You know what I'm saying? So you see Jason in the chat, like he got paid some money in his account the other day. You know what I mean? Because it was his turn in a sense. This ain't none of that flower shit. Boy, I'm gonna get their ass. They mad at me when I mess with them. You remember that shit that was floating around a couple years ago? Yeah. Put 800 here, and then you got to go get 10 people, and each one put in 200, and then by the time you hear, you're gonna get. Yeah, it worked for a minute, but that shit is 1,000% motherfucking pyramid, and motherfuckers swear up and down they was going. Niggas is so gullible and don't understand how money works. Right? Like you're either A, going to get paid from new people coming in all the time, or B, the same people that's in always gonna come out their pocket. How else you gonna get paid? Like it's just very simple, right? Like it's fucking money. It ain't hard. Like where is it coming from? Existing people gonna keep paying out their pocket, and it's a closed-in thing. right? Or it's going to rely on new people coming in. And when it relies 100% on new people coming in like that, you got to watch that. You have to watch that. But anyway, yeah, we take pride in just really helping people. So that's a dope thing. I'm glad you got your payment, man. But I'm gonna get out of here. I appreciate y'all. Let us see you in the Patreon, and y'all have a. I'll see y'all tomorrow, Patreon. Tomorrow at 2:00 for the success call. All right, because I got something to say. All right, peace.